these red herrings are popping up left and right. They're all secret plots, okay? Like the thing with the MAGA, with the American Indian, and you had the brother, I think his name is Ephraim, Chief Ephraim, right?
And by their secret plots.
By their secret plots.
And popular persuasions.
That's their media. Their media is a popular persuasion. Why? Because most people believe what they see on TV, what they see on the news. I believe it. Don't. Read it again.
And by their secret plots and popular persuasions and commotions.
They try to stir up a commotion to get people against us. Go ahead.
They hindered the finishing of the building all the time that King Cyrus lived. So they were hindered from building for the space of 2 years until the reign of Darius.
Guess what? They're not going to hinder this. This is going to keep going on and on. Everybody understand that? Until Christ returns.
What you saying is, when you was young, you went to history class, a white man pulled up on you, slid you a history book, and all you was doing flipping the pages, you saw a bunch of white images. Why you think they do that?
I don't know, but
Give me Proverbs 21:16. Hold that. I got you.
I left.
Okay.
Came back to school the next day.
Yeah.
The bell rung.
Yeah.
I never went back to that class.
Because you felt like it wasn't for you. So guess what? That's what a lot of our brothers and sisters do today. Why do you think they cut in class? Because none of that history applies to them. Right? None of it applies to them. So what are we supposed to be teaching them? This right here. When they go, because guess what? They go to work. They go to school. By the time they come home, we supposed to be combating that with black history. And guess what we find that? In the Bible. In the Bible. Read what you got. But watch this. I want to stick to the churches real quick because we talking about the poor in spirit. We're going to talk about the poor financially. I'm going to talk about the poor in spirit. Read what you got.
Proverbs 21 and verse 16. Yep. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So it says the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding. What's our understanding? Where does our understanding come from? You say it comes from God. That's a good answer. Where does our understanding come from, Willie? 4:6. But where does it come from? Because it says, they that wander out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So what's our understanding? And where does it come from? Because if we wander out of it, then we go be in the congregation of the dead, which means the dead spirits. The poor in spirit. Go ahead, Ed. Okay, now we cooking. Now we cooking, Ed. You heard what he said? Say it again, Ed.
That's when God.
You see that? It come from God by following what? The commandments. We about to read that. Read.
Deuteronomy 4 verse.
What's that, family? Bring your family over here. Come on.
Verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
He says, I taught you statutes and judgments. This is what God taught the Israelites. Read.
Even as the Lord my God commanded me.
This is coming from Moses. Read.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
So the land God gave us, which was the land of Canaan, we were supposed to keep God's laws. We were supposed to implement God's laws. We weren't supposed to be following the other nations. Read.
Keep therefore and do them.
Do them. Action behind God's laws. Is that, do we got an option? He says do it. Like you tell your kids, clean up your room. Do it. There's a consequence for not doing it. God says do it in the land where you go. To possess it. Read.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
You see that? That's our wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations. Let me give you an example. The man that owned that corner store right there and all the other ones right up and down International, they Arabs, right? They don't look at us with no wisdom and understanding. Why? Because we wandered out of the way of understanding. They know exactly who we are. And they know it. The more they get to sell you tobacco products, they get to sell you the alcohol, They get to sell you the things that you buy to go fill up the Swisher Sweet and put weed in it. And then now they putting more things in the blunt. They know exactly who we are. But they like, damn, they not know wise and understanding people. They don't even consider who the heck they are. They don't understand that their wisdom and understanding comes from God. Read.
This is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. Which shall hear all these statutes and say.
Which shall hear. So once they hear, this is what they're going to say. Read.
Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Wise is a wise and understanding people. Do they look at us like that today? Willie, do they look at us like that today?
No, you know what? I walked inside one of those stores.
Yep.
And
How do he look at you?
the Arab dude, right?
Yep.
He said, do you know what the lady said to the other black lady?
What'd she say?
He said she was talking about her.
Oh, so this is
He said, do you know how powerful your people will be if you
Read that again.
Keep therefore and do them.
So I got a question for you, Willie. After you heard that, what did you go do? You just tucked it and stored it? Or you went right down there on the corner where we saw you earlier and give it to them brothers down there?
No.
What we do with it?
I put it online.
Okay.
It's called www.
Advertisement. I got you. I'm with you.
NoMorePoorPeople.org.
And I love that. But Willie, my question is, because when we pulled up, we saw you right down there. Right? You don't need it right now.
Yeah, I do.
No. Officer 5, he don't need it right now. Trust me, because it's going to disrupt and take over.
No, it's not.
Willie, what I'm telling you is, what I'm asking you is this. When we pulled up earlier, did you share that with the young men that you was down there on the corner with? Because we saw you at about what was that, about 9 o'clock? About 9:30? Did you share that one thing with them? So then where's the action behind it? Because you see, we get all the nuggets. But it's how do we apply it? And we're showing you. Ed, read it again.
Keep therefore and do them.
Keep therefore and do them. So the nuggets you heard, you were supposed to do what?
Keep therefore and do them.
So you were supposed to bring action behind it. Now we're giving you the icing on the cake. This is how you do it. So the nugget you got to come together, this is how we come together. Because you can't come as a Muslim. He can't come as a Baptist. She can't come as a Pentecostal. I can't come as a Methodist, because that's division.
Right.
God didn't give us a religion.
Teach.
He gave us laws to abide by to bring us together with one mind, one God, one faith, one Lord. That's it.
Right.
But if you take something down there and they've got something on 85th up there, guess what? We divided.
That's right.
We divided. It's confusion. So our wisdom and understanding comes from where? Read it again.
Keep therefore and do them.
Read.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
So that's why we're poor in spirit, because we've done what? We've wandered. Go back to Proverbs 21:16. The reason why we're spiritually dead is because why? I want you to explain it back to me. What happened to us?
You tell me.
What did we break?
You tell me. I guess we broke the law.
Absolutely. I can tell you, but if it's not registering to you, if it's not registering, it's my job to help you understand, Willie. You see what I'm saying? It's our job to help our people to understand, to make sure it registers, because now that we know, guess what comes behind it? Action.
And that's what I'm doing.
All praise to the Most High. Read what you got. Yonatan, you coming right back.
Proverbs 21 and verse 16.
Read.
The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding.
So we've gone out of the way of understanding. We've lost our heritage. We've lost our culture. We've lost our nationality. We've gone so far away from it. Guess what, Willie? Our people calling each other black today. And now, guess what? To even go on top of that, the name we call each other is, oh, I'm a real nigga. We went from God's holy name with power, which is Israel, to I'm a real nigga.
I gotta go to AAB.
You see that? Why? Because we've wandered out of the way of understanding, and the churches are killing the spirits of our people.
How about that? I've been saying the same thing.
For how long?
Well, my dad didn't like the churches.
So how long? 50, 60 years? About 40? About 40?
52.
Give me actions. Hold that. Give me actions. Because once again, we the smartest people on the face of the planet. We've damn near invented everything, right? You agree with that? You agree with that? We damn near invented everything: the light post, the phone, the refrigerated trucks, the cars, the street lights. We invented everything. We didn't have the patents. But I want to show you something, because we got all the knowledge. We got all the understanding. The Northern Kingdom brothers, guess what? They could build a house out of 2 sticks. They gonna figure it out. They gonna put it together. But watch this. Read what you got.
1 Samuel 2 and verse 3. Talk no more so exceeding proud.
So God says, guess what? We can't talk no more. Exceeding proud, because we prideful people say, oh, I got that game, man. Oh, I'm out here on the block with that game. I'm spitting it. No, God's tired of that. He's tired of that, of all this yapping. But watch this. Read.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Because we smart, we get arrogant. Because we know, we get arrogant. Because I got a wise saying and I can pop my collar on international, we get arrogant. Read.
For the Lord is a God of knowledge.
Willie, I want you to hear this before you leave. I want you to hear this because I'm bringing this out because you got the wise sayings, but God is saying He requires of something from you after that. Read it again.
The Lord is a God of knowledge, and by Him actions are weighed.
What's weighed by God, Willie? Read it again.
The Lord is a God of knowledge.
He's a God of knowledge. Knowledge means the laws. You drop the piece. See, you're still dropping them. You got to pick it up and hold on now. You got to hold on to it. All this wisdom is you're dropping it. Because you're trying to move. You got to stick around this and you got to stay stable for a minute. Read.
And by Him
and by God,
actions.
What?
Actions.
What?
Actions.
Actions
are weighed.
God don't want to hear that talking no more. He tired of slick talking brothers on international. He's tired of slick talking brothers from Frisco. He's tired of slick talking brothers from New York. God is tired of that.
That's right.
He wants action. The only way it's gonna change is by what, Ed? What's gonna change? By talking or what? Actions. God tired of the talking. We can slick and slide up on a $20 bill all day on this street, but it ain't got us nowhere. We can ride the wheelies and pop the bikes all day on the street, but it ain't got us nowhere. We can pull over, get some gas, and holler at a female, spit the game, but it ain't got us nowhere. We can pull over, sell a zip, and get money off of it, go flip another 2 at the afternoon, but it ain't got us nowhere. It ain't got us nowhere because all we do is talk. You see what I'm saying? Come on now, you got to come get with the game because guess what? It's a lot of work to do out here in Oakland. But if we continue to just bust moves, it ain't going to change.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
We used to scream Black Power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.